We go fuck at them.
Mon country baby must be fear. We go ride at them. So we go sack at them.
Abuja kai wena. You go fuck at them, sack at them by you know.
Me di obi be coffee yo.
Okodi me why?
It was school kran no my school mu coffee and then that time came about.
Yeah, we ya jan 3 million du music bebo. Bebo ma me fo no. Mu fram to mara mo ntwe.
As I'm so no ko kire yo mu wie ya no mu ye we go fuck at them. The results number. Ankoye.
Enche bia be coffee. Ya be ma fo ku go fuck at them. Fuck at them.
Now don't get me wrong. A whole lot of nkura pass here. Nkura omusua de, nkura omutim bubu titi pepes abusua. Imanom omo ya de already Jankopon. Wa bia na wa ben, wa bon ana wa bon. Amanfo na abon ni bi no. Just say we go fuck at them.
Me di obi be coffee yo.
Okodi me why?
Based on results nearby, Abusia, it's not looking good. You see, out of Unkra, the entire Ghana, Unkra, we school, Wassce, 56% and a passing the common subject of social media. Hey, social studies. Yeah, me say that. Because the nature of them learning social studies, they are learning social media. Social media is good, that is why I work, so it's fine. But who go school to get the education first, and then social media number be your hobby type of thing. Now they are learning social media more so than social studies. And until we go fuck at them, we go team no. 56% and a pass social studies. That means 44% and a failure. Based on the reporting, I can say 30.27% FLE English language. English language was actually the subject here. They across Ghana. And then core mass over 50% FLE, 50.54%. Integrated science 39.87%. And yes, this marks the worst results Abusia in the last 5 years. Which is a little bit troublesome, Ankasa.
Mon country baby must be fear. We go ride at them. So we go sack at them.
Now there are reasons to be a man for being can say it's because of that and that and this and that, And I'm at that decline about. One, last year you have exams in this course so far. Invigilators were very strict because Minister of Education Haruna Idrusu made strong warning to the teachers and they say, "Omunshe ye na school nkrano, omanwiem, omanchiti, apobia ma intense. Inti akurani ni osua ye eno kokko twere ye. Because of that inti no, and this is the end result."
Our research in monitoring Wassce from 150 schools, private and public, using both invigilators and teachers. And so if you look at it, it suggests that invigilation was not bad, it was good. To that extent, you would expect that Kofi Asare, who previously was relying on APO or relying on answers, collusion to pass, may now struggle, and his result will not be the same because he didn't prepare well.
Because before no not questions na busia eliki na very work maybe them school be talk to kind of answer those questions and give to their students to go right and then they will pass. Maybe actually school there and then so it goes.
This George Parkwesi Dodu says, "I'm a teacher, and 90% of the bitter truth is that the teachers were prevented from writing the exams for the students." He continues, "We have been getting APO in quotes and answering questions for them to gain good grades. But how the minister, Haruna Idrusu, warned us, we were then afraid, so we didn't try at all. So the few teachers who tried are now those who are facing prosecution."
The second thing in the media was social media and on seriousness. Nkurane go school right now, some of them was serious. Some of them go school because and enough of go school be no kobi. Now some of us back in the day we were also kind of in the same kind of thing. But anya area who's there. At least if not say who's there during normal school hours, there to at least pass. But Nenkura, seriousness in any horse. The third thing, free SHS. Now, if you know the free SHS, I would say good, a wonderful policy bind their bus and a bear crabby a bit to me school. But that here is the thing. A dear Bianus will be any freer. Sometimes the care would be shame no. And now how I'll be care about that specific thing, I was in Niwasa. How I'll be taking it serious in Niwasa. Because of say free Nintino. I was ya, Obian Shadam Fahon. But if there's a wood ya na qua and Calbe Fahon. Back in the day, so called school of failure. I was ya to say, me kaza time and me call, I think me what primary thereabout. We go school one time, got us two. Two say, Papa say me I'm here the first loser. So you know say, when I'm so Papa ne 2 year school fees from the bottom no, obe make sure say, usua de, obe make sure say school now work on how now pay for me. Or bet go back to school akwa ask back in the day grana PTA meetings wo hone ade now anya de obi e wo ho me ka we nyina be ka say utua ska and akwa school na abujan ka be taking more seriously than say you free because at the end of the day papa into school fees and then the serious thing about free education and Ghana's current education system no aside the double track system which is whack government ways on better try no more year free which is fine if they are able to do that. But the second thing they say, yes, ya kura school now. Abuja yem failure akura, which means that we born said the enkura na. So go to the next class because say free ntino obi abebe school. That disrupts the national flow of intelligence through nkura ni tirim. What you say?
It will surprise you that I went to a school where somebody, a principal of that school, told me that somebody came to that school with A1 in commerce. Yet that person could not differentiate between rectangle and what and triangle.
Ye kwa school ye time na ni ya bu nkura ye twa to ma wuze kwase ade pa ne wa ye no ne ye ntwa akura to biem teacher akura no waso be ye hye murofo ye omode ya Africa so ye bi back in the day team di boni wo fie ne ya ba bebu wo school ma manfo bi no madwen mu da ho wote ase ye nom ya buru ya sum teacher ni aburu masum wo school Mr. Jababu was a wine. Shara secondary school muko bisa ho. Boma sum tu teacher ni. We just say best straight one was even though at the time it wasn't a good feeling, but at least Ochero Nyansa now you can do that. You be see teacher ni no. Nti names and Jimmy no and multiply.
Yeah, we are getting 3 new. Do musike bebo. Bebo ma mfo no. Mfram to mara monche.
And now kura odunu ko free school no. Ewo more rights than teacher ni or training college or 2 years. So because of that teacher ni ntimi ntia akura teacher ni obekere no akura ni betia watie ontia waye na dwuma okonanim what you say
Me di obi be kwa fie o.
Okodi mi why?
Now all these reasons na ka ho and ama this decline aba no because we shouldn't be in this state. Say nkura more than half a failing in mathematics, 44% a failing in social studies. Social studies. Come on. What that crowd bet me up pass it. And you fail that.
It is social studies supposed na ye F9 and you come as a young ho. Master young kokra.
And the numbers actually get scary. Here we say, he has 653 candidates. And you who say no more this cell phone. T exams hall like GG. 653 across Ghana. I can say 6,296 resource amount for a quarter or more resource you cancel 6,296 of them. Another one, 35 students FAC prosecution. Yeah, omojina court 35 students in court prosecution as yet 35 students. 51% of candidates ya local of university degree admissions. How? So right now I understand there's so a parent or Ghana now back up public school at least who say buying your children school because of free education into the Quran pass it through just like that. It's up to you, the parents, need to make sure say Obani is there. You remember a little while back, Sapoma from Unia can say interview be I think that's a nat hall or whatever. I know a student back was where you aggregated to the same school are open when ya name a mere dinechia baba between protest. Or barbecue protest based on the grade ya unyaye.
I want say young place more school be nyami chusu ye nyam fa me anhye be mu enu ntina me ba ase no me 34
But Ghana Education Service omo ayen fan say nkura ni nyina so omo ase abusi omo so response omo dia ba kire say or say GES views the results of the 2025 Wassce as a true reflection of candidates' academic performance, a credible representation of students' abilities. Omo patre say nkura no based on this resource na aba no and na say mba ohu say nkura no ko school no ade omusuani ni. This is the real kind of ade obetim de agina so say ne nkura mo ya ade ano mo nya ade. So it's not like say you're wrong, it's not even up to them. Like I said, akura ni ba school free, teacher ni akọ school akọ to scan e akọ training college ya pass through trouble ne trauma. E dey area school ba kira akura e over school for free. Ya dey ade more free up na value no, up our own value. That is Ghana. So this, at least this resource, and the children nkura no mo ya ade ano mo nya ade. Ade we didn't start yesterday, it didn't start last year, it didn't start last 4 years. It has been a long time coming. Afraid because back in the day, questions leaky, we know. Yeah, school may be leaky, yeah, be French yet. What am I who asemka? Yeah, French teacher free school ba be try upon in ama, you didn't know you feel French they are nyadi. That was BEC, not SSC. Yeah, SSC, not Wassce.
This George Parkwesi Dodu says, I'm a teacher. And 90% of the bitter truth is that the teachers were prevented from writing the exams for the students. He continues, we have been getting apo, in quotes, and answering questions for them to gain good grades. But how the minister, Harry Naidrusu, warned us, we were then afraid, so we didn't try at all. So the few teachers who tried are now those who are facing prosecution.
In this Nkurane course, not this type of resource in the upcoming ones. And the crazy thing about Kukra, one story happened in regards to this. I mean, they say, "Yes, Wassce, yeah, or Muchre, this was kind of Ghana Wassce. Ghana DNO. It's not like the international one. Other countries like I think Nigeria and other places now more Chirebino. I have answered the same questions across the whole Africa now. I don't know how that works, but that's what I'm thinking. This one now, Muchre, more feeling a Ghana for teachers, and I basically accepted the questions and then I don't know. So imagine. According to the education minister report, I'm about GES. Almost in next year, June, July, was May, June, the Wassce international one, and Ghana, the Ghana, put the and Krana fairly no. Now imagine the international one. How do you think it's going to be? If there's a Krana and Yadia. I can tell you right now, a Juma will be eligible for Kubetoffin. And only first school near Chiekoko, a Belowos. And no be a ton handkerchief. Abuzia, and no college degree, BEC certificate put to do so that will be baby. One shall path be the offer. Education here for that is a fact. But at least get the basics. We need the basics in we are not for the what was we anymore. Why we never patch. But when you the basics in impoa. Nasa saying is a 1 year who's there. Ebe adeja ko magazine kokko daka ase na fide tutu ade no. What I say? I'm not saying say obi o magazine bia nko school. I'm saying say ade obi o ho a adesua nya ne talent. So ade ne nse ye bibi, that is nipa ne talent. Wait make akoye carpenter, start ya furniture sa. Ebe blow a man for out of the water. That is something you should focus on. But before you even reach there, at least get the basic education. Simple like that. You don't have to think of university. Just think of JSS. So we just as not bet me get SS and come but making sure that you are learning, you are actually going to school to pass and not passing on social media. Here for video needs you move your comment section as well. I was tap send the #1 mobile app for burger for I almost send this car coffee. This month, so we send this car coffee 200 people. You better pick your at random. Skabi abe send the piano. You better send this escalating my back. Our app room. I'll bet me sending the for free of charge. Eba exchange rate on dia was so. Open so send this scan any panesa can in tema abusia instantly ni panesa beka. You pretty much everywhere. Easy, fast, convenient for everybody. Very easy to use. No one is wakwa Apple App Store and Google Play Store. Now wakwa download tap send their 2 phones so. What they send this car for the first time as a Bocode Magraheb MAGRAHEB Boshem. You best see your $10 they can scan our sending home. Tap send it. There's a win you saw. I was you are missing out because November crown you 200% money back here. Now imagine it happen December. Always excitement. Do you tap send there? Me recommend them out heavily and one of them use And in time, me recommend the amount say, was to use where so use.
Tap send. Papa no.